Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 8 of our Path of Exile beginners playthrough, playing in the Affliction League. We will eventually be a Boneshatter Slayer. We are currently a Spectral Throw duelist thing. Let's get onto the right screen, shall we? Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of homework in the downtime, because Zizaran's guide, his tree goes by Act 1, Act 2 plus, Act 6, but his skills goes via level. So we were looking at the level 12 to 36. Now it does say Spectral Helix, not Spectral Throw. So I've been back to Act 1, I've bought a Spectral Helix, replaced Spectral Throw. So we've now got Spectral Helix with Chance to Bleed, and I've also put in the faster attacks rather than the volley support, which we had early doors. So I've got those three linked now. Still need a Cruelty and a Vicious Projectiles, but I can't buy them yet. They're not available. Leap Slam, faster attacks is fine. Frost Blink, we could use Dash, I suppose. Either or, doesn't really matter. I'll worry about that one a bit later on. As long as we've got Leap Slam, that's fine. The War Banner we've already got. Blood Rage we can't get yet. The Herald we can't get yet. Ancestral Protector, I've now put Maim in there as well. Precision, we have already got a Precision Gem, or have we? No, I've just been and bought one, but mine is level 2. Not as this says. Oh, it does say level 20 actually, so that's okay. But mine's level 2. And Poacher's Mark we can't get yet. Okay, but what that does mean, let me just go back to the tree, so that's ready for when we level up. What that does mean is we now have Spectral Helix with Chance to Bleed and faster attacks. I have swapped the helmet. I did have a blue gem int-based helmet, which was neither here nor there. I've just bought this off Groost here. 2 red sockets, so I've turned that yellow with an Orb of Alchemy. It's got 22 max life. That's pretty decent. We'll take it. Armor and Evasion, 56 and 52. Happy days. And it's 2 red link, which means the Totem Ancestral Protector now has the main support with it as well. They light up. That's all working as it should be. The sword, I've put the Precision in there because that's just a green slot that I had free. So I've just whacked Precision in there, which is an aura. I'll show you what they do in a second, similar to the War Banner, to be fair. The boots are pretty naff. I could do upgrading them. Rings and neck, we definitely need yellows, so we're on the lookout for jewellery. That belt is alright, I suppose. Could do with an upgrade. The gloves as well are pretty naff. They could probably do with an upgrade soon, but again, I want to be wary of these links and things. So, I've done my homework. I have written down, yes, I'm old school, I've written it down, pen and a pad of paper. I've written down what I need, what needs to be linked, and what gems I'm still going after in these early levels. I suggest you maybe do the same, so you're not to-ing and fro-ing between the path of building all the time. So we are just in Act 2, Episode 8. On my first beginner's playthrough, it was Episode 10 before we got to this point. So we're slightly ahead this time. I don't think I've missed anything either. I'm pretty sure somebody will let me know if I have. I do want to say a couple of thank yous, first of all. Thank you to all of you for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, and viewing these videos. This playlist, I have got this one go live right at League launch, so it was bound to do a little bit better than the last one. But already this playlist, for a small channel like this, 50-odd subscribers, is, as you'd say, flying off the shelf. The views are fantastic, guys, so thank you very much, all of you that spend time here. Take more time to put a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Dane as well for your feedback, mate. Thank you very much. You'd put in my episode 4 video that you were at Act 2 and starting to struggle with being a bit squishy. Recommendations for anybody else if you've got this far, if you're pushing ahead. I know, Dane, you were using the same build but pushing ahead a bit. When you're in your passive tree, priority, whenever you get a chance to fork off like I did here, or like we have done here, always prioritize the life. That's one I will definitely say as a tip. always prioritize life when you get a chance to fork on the passive tree. Go for your life before you even go for extra damage. All right, that is one. And the second tip, run with 2 life flasks for now. You can spam them. You are now going to see in Act 2 the mob density starts to really ramp up. It's going to sort of speed us up naturally through the game. Act 1 was a bit slow and steady, but now it's going to really start to throw 30, 40 mobs at us at a time. And you'll see it when we get into the zones here. So always run with 2 life flasks, and these are in my rotation. I just pop these whenever I'm down to even 3/4 health. I'll pop a flask because they're going to refill almost quicker than you can use them unless you're on a boss. So always use your flasks. Definitely carry 2 life flasks early doors. I've got 2 life and 2 mana for now. Probably don't need the mana ones. I don't think I've used one yet, but until we start getting the utility flasks that can give us extra special bits, just carry 2 of each. Why not? Also, who else was there? There was a guy called Jay that said, I need a map jar. So instead of a swear jar, whenever I say map instead of zone, I should put a quid in it. I reckon by the end of the series, I'd have enough to buy the expensive supporter pack, I reckon. But thank you very much, guys, for your comments. Again, I do appreciate that as well. Right, we are in Act 2. We have got 2 ways to go. I can go left and do the Riverways on this side, or we can go right and do the Great White Beast in the Den and work our way that way. We're going to go left first. I always go left first here. I don't know why. I just do. So we'll see what this Spectral Helix does. We've now got an Einhar mission as well. He is what was the Beastry League. So you're going to see that in action now. And this is the zone for Einhar. So he'll want us to kill 5 monsters in here, I think. I think it's 5. I'm going to ignore some of these wildwoods now because you've seen the mechanic. You know roughly what to do. It would be nice to get an NPC and get some things. But I think until I'm absolutely smashing through with all yellow gear, we might leave that for a bit. I might hit a couple of them up occasionally. They are good XP, though, I have noticed. Very good XP. And there is a chance to get some gear. So we'll see. We'll see. I need to now. So we've got War Banner up. I have put precision again on my second hotbar with the control button. I like to put the auras on here, the sort of persistent buffs that we get. So if you look at the mana at the minute, 171 of 190. War Banner's reserving 19. If we do control and W now to put on our precision aura, which gives us extra accuracy and crit strike chance, you now see we are down to 139 of 190. It's reserving 51. Some builds you'll see, this will be all the way down here. There'll just be a slither of available mana. And you can sustain that. The Cyclone builds was good for that. But always have a play around. You may need a bit more mana regen or a bit more base mana. You may need to carry a flask. All depends. Right, so we need to kill a couple of beasts. It's not telling us how many. And I want to see how this Spectral Helix works. Okay, that's a bit more of an AoE. Excellent. All right. Seems to be chunking through mana, though, so we'll keep an eye on that. But I'm quite liking this bouncing around. Right, that yellow icon on the minimap is one of the beasties that we need to kill for Einhar. There'll be a couple of yellows, and there'll be a red one in here. The red ones are usually quite tough. What's just leveled up? War Banner can go up. That's fine. Here's a yellow one. Let the totem do some of the work for me. Okay, that's the first beast got. We are focusing yellow items. I think I picked up something random, didn't I? Where was it? I did. Them. We don't need them. Prioritising the yellow items now. Rustic sashes, as always. There's a level. Level 18. Very nice. So again, I'm going for life. 10% max life. And the general rule of thumb for life as well, guys, is about 350 per act. If you can be around about 350 per act, you shouldn't have too many troubles. Now, I am on 508. So we are well ahead of the curve on life, but that's good. More currency, more gems to level up, a faster attacks and a maim support. I took dash out to free up a slot, and now I keep wanting to press spacebar. Never mind. I'll have to remember leap slam instead. I don't think I've used it yet. There we go. Currency. This is what we want. There we go. More gems leveling up. Precision. I'm not going to level that up anymore because it will start reserving more mana. So, right-click. We'll stop it from leveling. War Banner, I think, is pretty much okay. So, what you'll see now, Precision is down here. We can resume leveling by clicking the plus there. But by right-clicking when it popped up, just drops it down here and effectively just stops it leveling. Which in some cases is exactly what you want to do. Right, that's the yellow beastie done. The red beastie is here. So this is the one that can hurt a little bit. We're not doing too bad, to be fair. Our totem's done a good number for us. Excellent. We like that. Right, pick up more currencies, more scrolls. Pick up the yellows. Pick up the scrolls. Have a look around. Okay, Spectral Helix is doing okay. More currencies we'll definitely take. What do we need? 2 more beasties for Einhar. Of which there's one over here. Can I get over there? I can. Level up again already. There's another one.
I believe in traveling light.
All right, we are full already. Oh well. Let's try and just shuffle a few things around, shall we? There we go. I can fit them in. Nice. Okay. One more beast to find. Who is here? Can't even pick up the mana flask. Well, that's terrible, that. We'll get that in a minute. And the good thing with Einhar, he was following us around and doing a bit of DPS for us as well. Okay, so that's Einhar's mission done. Flask. Greater, large. Right, let's ditch that. We are going to lose charges, but that's okay. I'd rather carry a couple of greaters then. Okay, I believe there is a waypoint in here somewhere, so let's go and find the waypoint. Go for more life. Very nice, 547. Where is this waypoint going to be? We'll follow the road. That's always a good plan. Go. There we go. Here's the waypoint now. Fantastic. We can zip back and do a sell. Lovely. Let's get back to town. We'll ID most of this now. Because now it's a bit of a juggling act. Now we've moved up an act, it's going to be a bit of a juggling act because these are higher item level gear. So they should potentially be higher rolls. For example, plus 28 to max life as opposed to plus 7. Alright, fair enough. The armour isn't as much, but it has got fire and lightning resist as opposed to just cold resist, so that isn't a bad piece of armour. The downside is it doesn't have the link. So it's a case of, do we lose faster attacks for now to be able to use that? Or do we just carry on with the one we've got? It's a tough one. This is when it gets tough. The boots are like for like, but they have got 15% movement speed. Lightning resist is the same. They've got good armor, but we're losing a bit of life. I think the armor's probably worth more than the life for the amount they've got, so we'll take those as a potential upgrade. Gloves. Again, we'd be losing the red-green link, so they're pretty good as well, to be fair. I know they're only energy shield, they're not armor or evasion, which we need. But the plus 24 max life and the extra fizz damage to attacks would be nice. But unfortunately, I'm going to say no to those. Everything else is weapons that we don't use. Okay. Always a tough one now. When you move up to that next act and start getting the higher tier items, it's do you, don't you? Do you upgrade? Yes, it might be an upgrade, but you're losing a link, and that faster attacks could be a massive difference between the DPS. As a tip as well, only a rough number though, don't take this as gospel. Your tooltip DPS, this 2242.4, it's a good rough guide. If you're looking at an item to equip that might be an upgrade because it's got additional fizz damage or percentage of fizz damage, you can have a quick look at this, but don't take it as gospel. There are a lot of things that change that. Charges, etc. Right, we are going straight back into the Riverways. We need to do a clear, and we need to go both directions, I think. Up there, there's a bandit in there, there's a bandit there, there's a bandit over there. So there are 3 bandits to deal with. And our guide tells us to kill all. So we'll go straight back in. We'll probably carry on following the road and do the left-hand edge first. Go. Blue mobs, more XP, chance of some loot, maybe. Or a portal scroll, great. Alright, straight into the western front. So there is a bandit in here. And I think it also wants us just to push to the very edge of the map. So again, the very edge of the zone. Done it already. So we will just follow the road for now, because that'll get us to do this way forward. And then we'll work our way back to find the bandit. There should be a waypoint in here as well. There is. In fact, there it is. Level up on the war banner. Stick to the road for now. Evasion rating. Spectral Helix can definitely level up, considering that's our main attack. Very nice. That's the item we need for this quest. So that just opens up Act 1 and Act 2, just like a linking road. We now need to look for the bandit in here.
I believe I could give the great Duresso a run for his money now.
Level 20. Excellent stuff. Okay. We'll do it here. Let's just level these up. So on our guide, we've done all 3 of these life nodes now. There is a thing called Mastery, so we can spend an extra point in the center to get plus 50 to max life. So if we go back here, we can click on this and it gives us some options. 10% more life, 15% life, 50 base life, which is the one we're taking. There we go. Apply that point. Fantastic. There you go. So that's a mastery. There's a few of these on this build guide. You just spend the extra point and pick the one it says. For example, that one, your attacks with axes and swords grant 1 rage on hit. This one was plus 50 life. So we are now on 630. At this level, that's pretty good, to be fair. I also think we do have a side area here. We'll go and find that as well while we're in this zone. So it may not quite be a full clear, but we'll certainly work our way through. Do as much as we can. 3 chests to open. 1 decent life flask we'll take. Let's head down the way. Anything down there? Nope. There we go. I will say one thing as well. For a free-to-play game, the music, the level designs are fantastic. They really are. Ooh, a strong box. We won't bother identifying that, but we will take advantage of killing everything, see if it drops anything good for us. And not really. Okay, looks like she's over here. So this is Alira that we need to kill, one of the bandits. So she'll give us an option to help her by killing the other 2, or we kill all 3. And this build does require that we kill all 3. So we shall do that for definite. Thank you very much. Again, let the totem do a lot of the work for us. That's Alira's amulet done. Another mana flask. I might just take that, even though it's only a white. It's not superior or anything. We could possibly do a 3-for-1. Arcane cloak skill. Very nice. Right, so we are looking for a side area in here now. We've not come across it yet, so I'm going to hug the walls. See if we can find it. Not that way. Right, it must be on the north side then. Okay. We'll keep on going. I do usually think this one, I mean, as you play through, you get to do Acts 1 to 10 every time you start a new league. So you'll get used to where things are. I'm pretty sure it's on the opposite side of the map to the bandit camps. So, oops, alchemy orb, definitely want them. They're the ones that can turn normal items into yellows. We will definitely be needing some of them soon enough. It is here, yes. I can tell now we're getting to the spiders. Now, this is for a quest that will pop later on, but as I said, if you get the objective now, it will auto-pop the quest anyway. So while we're in this zone, we may as well just go and do it. Then that's pretty much this area cleared. More Einhar to do. That's fantastic. Here he comes. He'll come and do some DPS for us as well, so that's very nice. He'll give us a helping hand. It's 5 again in here. Anybody want a shield? I think there's a few shields there. There we go. Level 21. We're really racking up some XP at the minute. And it's not like you get rested bonus like you do in most MMOs either. Right, where are we headed? I think we were headed for some two-hand damage, weren't we? Or, oh no, I think we're going there, actually. We'll get some evasion and armor and resistances. Let's have a look. We definitely want to go for armor, evasion, so we'll get... Oh, it's the bottom two, actually. We'll go down for the strength, then. And then we'll take those two. That sounds like a plan. Excellent stuff. All right. I might pick that ring up, actually. Go. Nice. All right. 2 more to get for Einhar. They're not in there. Okay. That's also a dead end. We'll head this way then, eh? Alright, 1 more to find. Definitely not down there. Right then, back up. Going to overrun slightly on this one, but that's not a problem. I do like to get to a safe spot. And this isn't, by all accounts. Right, the red beastie is up here, so this is the last one of the 5 that we need. And this is a tougher one of the 5 that we need as well. There we go. Okay. Leap slam, faster attacks, maim support can all level up. Nothing over there. Do I want... I probably want to drop these. Take smaller items that we can carry more of. Another strong box. We'll definitely have a look. And another level already. Crikey. A superior grand mana flask. If nothing else, it's got quality on it, so we'll take it. Right, we are now going up for armor and evasion and this cloth and chain one. Give us a little bit extra on the resistances as well. And we are now looking for a little boss room in here. Here it is, down here, I think. It is indeed. Weaver's Nest. We'll go in here. Load of ads on this one, but it's a good chance for your flasks to refill. There we go. Okay. Are you not going to let me carry anything at all? I think I can. Move them a minute. We'll take the gauntlets. Thanks. Okay. Right. Portal out of here, I think. Straight back to town. Let's do a quick ID and sell.
I have seen warriors going.
More quests to hand in, but I could do with selling a few bits first. Right. ID. Right, the Grand Mana Flask does instant recovery, but is 66% less. I will put that as second, I think. We'll sell that one. These rings, always worth picking up these 2 stone rings, because they are dual resistances. This one, fire and lightning. Now, it's only magic, and it's only given us 13 int. So it's not really going to overtake either of those, but if you get them as a base white item, you can turn them into some really nice rares. The helm, the armor's alright, but the max life is shocking. The maul we don't want. Or do we? I mean, we could use it. We don't necessarily need the links. Right, I might keep hold of that for a second because I can demonstrate something for you. The chest, good life, but we're losing links. No. The boots, no. Their energy shield, that's evasion. The gloves, again, we're losing links, so no. And the quiver is definitely not something we can use, and we won't be using that. I can actually get a bigger one, can't I, from those 3? Right, we'll do that. We'll trade those 3 in. We'll get the bigger version because then we've also got the magic one to equip. Greater life flask we can take. Just sell that one on its own. That's fine. Perks of being in town. Your flasks fill up. We'll keep the magic one first just because it's immunity to shock, which will help, even though the bigger one will give us more life over the 3.5 seconds. Right, okay. Let's have a quick look at this weapon, and I'll show you what I mean about the DPS tooltip. Because the only thing we've got to worry about is precision, which is fine. So at the minute, we are 251. With this, we would be 224. So that's actually a decrease. The sword is better. Even though that says it's higher fizz damage, 25 to 39. As opposed to 17 to 29. Okay, fine. Fair enough then. We will keep the sword. But that's a good way to use this tooltip as a rough guide. Just have a swap around with whichever item you're thinking of equipping. And you'll be able to see straight away whether it's a potential upgrade. Right, we need to speak to Silk. Get ourselves a reward. Now then. Cruelty was one that we want, but then we need a 4 link for our setup, which would be green, red, green, red. But that is one we need. And then it does actually recommend as our 5th link. We're not going to get 5 link just this early. Vicious projectiles, but that does mean we'll be able to buy these now. So I will take the cruelty support, even though we can't use it right now. Deal 50% more damage with hits. Cruelty has a base duration and hits grant cruelty. Whatever cruelty may be. Cruelty makes all skills supported deal up to 40% more damage over time. Alright then, fair enough. That could be a good shout. Right, so we have an extra gem. We can't do anything with it yet, so I may just stash that in a tab. Not that one. That one will do. Just so I know where it is. In fact, I will put it with the belts. Then I definitely know where it is. So I know I've got a bit of an overflow on gems that we might need. We could put it there, actually, and level it up, I suppose. Right then, folks. A little bit of a longer episode, but that'll do for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time. And if you are enjoying the videos, please drop a thumbs up on them. It does help. I can't say this enough. It does help people find them. Bring new people to the channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Every little helps. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.